Good morning, students. Now let us start with a new chapter of account part 2, debentures. We have understood regarding shares and the journal entries and the various aspects of share capital. Now another very important source of finance for the business is debenture. Share capital has the limits and company want more money. Company has to see the various other sources of finance. So debenture is one of the another important borrowed capital, borrowed source of finance. So how to record this type of capital, money, what company is borrowing in accounting, that what we have to understand in this chapter. So first let us see the meaning. What is the meaning of debenture? Debenture is a certificate issued by the company and accepting it is as a debt of the company at particular rate of interest and to be paid back to the investor on a specific date. So debenture certificate is a document issued by company which expressing when the money to be repaid and at what rate of interest the money is taken by the company. So this manner debenture is a borrowed capital. Debenture holders are the creditors of the company. They are the lender for the company. So that is what meaning last year in class 11 we have learned about the debenture. Next point is important point which you have to remember at time of recording debenture entries in books of account. The very first, the debenture is a certificate of the debt of a company. Company accept that this is my borrowed capital, this is not my ownership capital. Because it is a debt of a company, company has to give fixed rate of interest. Whatever return you are giving to debenture holder known as an interest, which is fixed at 8% or a 9% or a 15% on a at time of issue only you are clearly mentioned, you are clearly say that this will be the return on your investment. Debenture are known with a percentage, 8% debenture or a 10% debenture. The name itself of a debenture is identified with the rate of interest offered to the debenture holder. Because they are the creditors, outsiders, lenders, they have no voting right in company. Next, issue for the fixed term. Debenture you are issuing for the fixed duration. Very specifically you have mentioned the date of redemption. When the debenture will be repaid, that date is clearly mentioned. Such term should not be more than 10 years. For your MCQ you have to remember. As per the Companies Act 2013, it is said that not more than 10 years any debenture to be issued. But there is one exception. The infrastructure project, they can issue the debenture more than 10 years but less than 30 years. These things you have to remember for your MCQs. Only the infrastructure debentures which are issued by the companies, those they have the more limit up to 30 years. Debentures are of various types. The one of the very important and known type is secured and unsecured debenture. Secured means you give charge over asset. You mortgage your asset on the name of the debenture. So when at time of the repayment, if company find it difficult to repay, the sale of that asset and the proceeds of sale of asset can be utilized to repay the money. So very secure and safe investment considered from investor point of view in the debenture. Unsecured means no such asset you are mortgaging. You keep it open. You promise that I have to pay, I will pay, that's it. No mortgage of an asset you do. Debentures are of various types, but this is what the most important type of debenture. Next is the debentures are also listed into the stock exchange like a shares. Generally, company prefer to list the debenture. So all the investor can easily trade their debentures also into the market. If you are in need of money, No need for you to wait till the 10 year to get your money. You go to the market and sell off your value of debenture, whatever, as on that day, you will get your money back. So registration of the debenture, if done by the company, you can encash, you can trade your debenture. It is a long-term borrowing for the company, and company record in the books of account as non-current liability on the liability side under the head of a non-current liability under the equity and liability side of balance sheet. So debentures are non-current. This is long-term. So obviously not a current. So it becomes non-current liability. The most important thing which you have to keep in mind when you issue the debenture, if the few debenture holder don't pay the call money at appropriate time, as we used to do in the share capital transaction, that forfeiture procedure. Here there is no forfeiture procedure for the debenture. No need. If you have received less, it's fine. It is not compulsory to stick to the figure. In case of shares, we have to have the number of shares of the same amount. But in case of debenture, it may be less, no harm. So no forfeiture procedure required for the debenture. Next is the repaid of money to be done at time of liquidation. At a first, debenture holder will get their money, then the preference share and then the equity share. So they have a priority to get first their money back at time of liquidation. So these are the general points you have to keep in mind. Now the next is that issue of debenture. Debenture can also be issued at par, at premium, at discount. Exactly the same what we have learned in case of a share. When the 100 rupee debenture you issue at 100, it means at par. Whatever the face value, the same value you are asking for. When the 100 rupee debenture you are issuing at 150, it means you are 50 rupee getting more. This more amount what you receive is to be recorded as a security premium reserve account. See, in case of a shares, we used to write security premium account. There should be difference between the security premium of shares and security premium of debentures. So here security premium reserve account. The one word extra reserve account you have to use. And such reserve you are going to show under the reserves and surplus on the liability side of balance sheet. This is the main heading, reserves and surplus. Under that you have the security premium reserve account you are showing on the liability side of balance sheet. Now the next is at a discount. What the discount means? 100 rupee is the value, 20 less you are asking, means 80 cash you receive and document you are giving of 100. It means that direct 20 rupee is your loss. You are giving discount. Discount is a loss for the company. Company is badly in need of money. So company says you give me less, I give you more value document, but you give me money. So discount, that is known as a discount on debenture account. Such 20 rupee you have to record under the head of discount on debenture account. This discount, because it is a loss having a debit balance, you record under the head of non-current asset with the subhead other non-current asset on the asset side of balance sheet. So when you have the company's final account balance sheet, you have to remember the various headings. In our company's accounting final account chapter, we will study all the head, main head, subhead and the all points you have to keep in mind. So debentures are recorded, discount or debenture as a non-current asset under the head of that other non-current asset on asset side of balance sheet. This manner the debenture issue can be done. The fourth point is journal entries. The journal entries of debenture are also like the same as we are doing of our shares journal entry. Debenture money also you may receive, suppose 100 rupee at a time with a total figure. Company collects the money. That is one possibility. Another possibility, 100 rupee you are asking at a various installments. That you ask 20 rupee, then 30 rupee and then 50 rupee. So you have at time of application, you have at time of allotment, and you have as a final call. So the same manner, journal we used to record at time of our shares, basic journal remains same. Only instead of word share, we will be using the word debenture, that with the percentage, 8% debenture or 10% debenture. Second point of journal, there is, as I say, no call-in arrears. You have not received money, whatever you have not received, that is fine. You are not going to forfeit the debenture account. Forfeiture is not to be done. So that journal and call-in arrears not going to create trouble for us. Whatever money we have received, the bank entry we will write, and whatever respective call unreceived money is there, that is to be considered aside. In this manner, the simple journal entries of the debenture we will be doing in the next class. How the debenture entry at par, at premium and at discount. Basic concept you have learned in share capital chapter. So the same basic fundamental concept remains same. Only the re-entries to be done, only the change of name will be done, and no forfeiture is the important point you have to keep in mind in case of debenture. We will proceed with journal in next class. Thank you.